Now, all these long and series of procedures are carried out by a few public officials. So, ignoring all the initial phases and computing only the implementing stage and shouting that only 4% of the drains have been implemented is a dishonesty and misguiding the population, Mr. Speaker, sir. They don't explain all these procedures to the population. When they were in power, drains were not constructed in such a technical manner. We said the Land Drainage Authority to come and guide us and advise us on the construction of drains in this country, Mr. Speaker, sir. Honorable Utim spoke about funds being spent on drain projects, and he felt that we could have spent more. May I remind him that the National Flood Management Program, on a total of 1,742 drain projects, which to be implemented over a period of 5 financial years, out of these 539 projects to the tune of around 3.8 billion have been completed. Some other 114 projects for a total amount of 3.3 billion are ongoing and are at the different stages of construction, Mr. Speaker, sir. Moreover, 150 drain projects for an estimated amount of 2.8 billion are at the bidding stage. These are the facts which have unfortunately not been pointed out in the Director's audit report, Mr. Speaker, sir. I have to point out that there are several challenges encountered in the implementation of the drain projects. As I just mentioned, Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm not going to come back on this again. Mr. Speaker, sir, the opposition is confused. They keep zigzagging. Yesterday, when we listened to Honorable Utim during his intervention on the supplementary appropriation bill, what he said? He said that the government should not rescind contracts which have been entered by the previous government. But 2 years ago, what they were saying? They were saying that we should rescind contracts that we have entered with contractors ourselves, because we all remember they were saying that the economy is not in such a good situation. We should stop all the infrastructure projects that are going around the island. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is the type of confusion the opposition have in their mind. You said that yesterday, Honorable Utim. You can check the answer. Mr. Speaker, sir, I spoke about the auto-proclaimed king of number 9, the Mahatma. And how, you know, yesterday I heard he was in my constituency again, imposed the flag. And now, you know what he said? That if the Labour Party come into power, he's going to prevent flood. The Mahatma has become Paramatma, Mr. Speaker, sir. He's become God, the Supreme Being. He can stop flooding. He can stop praying. But, Mr. Speaker, sir, the inhabitants of number 9, especially those that oppose the flag, Central Flag, Bonakay, they know that this government is working for them. We have drain projects coming in Vrindavan Lane, in Bonakay, Alemong and Debarkadeh oppose the flag. We are going to remedy the blunder of the Mahatma. We are enlarging River Ceres, and flood walls will be constructed there. At Résidence Hibiscus, Rivière Coyard at Résidence Orzi, drains at Saint-Rémy, drains at Richmond behind Ramnath Jita College, in Richmond, in Queen Victoria, and the list is long, Mr. Speaker, sir. We are doing everything so that the effect of climate change doesn't affect the inhabitants, not only of number 9, but of the whole country, Mr. Speaker, sir. And we are going to build our tomorrow in this manner, Mr. Speaker, sir. To end up, avant que je termine, moi, adresser à la population, Monsieur le Président, car c'est important, vu la démagogie, que les mensonges que les membres de l'opposition ont passé leur temps durant tout au long de ce mandat. Il faut que la population réalise que le berger qui mène son troupeau de moutons, il apprend à se méfier des loups, au risque d'être dévoré. Mais en fin de compte, Monsieur le Président, les pauvres moutons ne meurent pas dévorés par les loups, mais égorgés par ce même berger qui croyait être les protecteurs. Alors, la population, faites bien attention de cette opposition qui vous fait croire qu'ils sont les sauveurs, mais au fait, ils sont ceux qui ont des couteaux bien pointus. Ma collègue me dit qu'ils sont des loups végétariens. Mais, Monsieur le Président, la population n'est pas dupe. Ils savent très bien que cette opposition tient ce couteau. Alors, avec ceci, je vais conclure, Monsieur le Président, that we are a caring government, we are doing all possible to improve the lives of all our people, of the population, and I'll seize this opportunity to also thank them for the trust. Long live Mauritius. Thank you for this opportunity.
Monsieur le Président, je ne perdrai pas le